In the last 30 days, my brand new Amazon FBA passion product has done over $10,000 in sales. And in this video, I'm gonna share with you my step-by-step strategy of exactly how I found this product, as well as step-by-step how you can find your own product to sell on Amazon, because finding a winning product to sell on Amazon is the only way that you can succeed. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if you fail to do proper product research, your business is probably going to fail. So pay attention. My name is Travis. I'm a 7-figure Amazon seller. I had a 9-to-5 job, which was killing me. It was boring. It was soul sucking. I quit that job cold turkey to be able to create a passive income business. And I'm gonna show you exactly how I did that. And I tried out a bunch of different ways of making money online, and Amazon FBA is the best way to do it if you know how to do proper product research. And that's exactly what we're gonna be talking about this video. This is gonna be a masterclass on how you can find a product to sell on Amazon. We're gonna go over all the do's and the don'ts in this video. And about 2 months ago, I launched this product on Amazon. So Amazon does still work if you know how to do it properly. I created this business in just 7 days. I have a complete video down below where I show you how you can create your own Amazon FBA business in 7 days as well. And so far, this one business has done over $17,000 in sales, and now it's doing over $10,000 in sales every single month. So make sure to smash the like button, because this is the only video where I'm gonna give you a complete masterclass on how you can find your own Amazon product. And in this video, we're gonna go over what products you should sell on Amazon, as well as what products you should never sell, the products that are gonna lead to failure. We're also gonna talk about what you need to know before picking your product and the best techniques you can use to find your product to be able to avoid competition and guarantee success when selling on Amazon. And I've taught over 1,000 people step-by-step exactly how to sell on Amazon. And there are a lot of product research mistakes that people make. I see new sellers doing this over and over again. So pay close attention, because I'm gonna share with you the right way to find a product to sell on Amazon. Most people are doing it wrong. And the very first thing that you need to know is what not to sell on Amazon, because there are a lot of products that people wanna sell that are just not a good idea. They seem like it's gonna be it seems like it's gonna be a good opportunity, but oftentimes these products are too good to be true. And before I share with you exactly what products you should never sell, I do wanna let you know that next week I'm opening up a 5-day challenge. It's a 5-day course where I'm gonna show you exactly how to find a product live every single day for 5 days. And best of all, it's just $1 to join this product research challenge. So it's a no-brainer. It's a 5-day course for just $1. There's a link down below to that if you wanna sign up to join the product research challenge. We're also gonna be giving away prizes and other things for people that complete the challenge. But the first type of product that you should not sell on Amazon are cheap products. A lot of people wanna buy in bulk a bunch of cheap products that they're gonna sell on Amazon FBA. But the main issue is if you sell a cheap and flimsy product, it's only gonna lead to trouble. If your product is faulty, it can lead to bad reviews that can quickly destroy your entire business. As soon as you have bad reviews on your listing, basically sales are gonna start to tank. You're gonna end up losing all that momentum. The other huge problem with buying and selling cheaper products is there's a ton of competition. If it's cheap, a lot of people can do it, and the barrier to entry is a lot lower, meaning that everyone and their mom are gonna be starting to sell that exact same product as you. And here's an interesting fact. There are 4,000 new sellers joining Amazon every day. Most of them are on the hunt for the cheapest, easiest to make products. And if you're also selling those products, you're gonna be competing against a lot of other people. I've seen it happen to a lot of sellers. If you sell a product for $10, and you buy each unit at $1, you order 500 units, it sounds great, but you're ultimately dooming yourself because there's too much competition, too many people selling these cheap generic products, and that'll just end up in price wars where everybody is lowering their price, and it will become a race to the bottom of who can sell their product for the cheapest, which means no profit for anyone. Let's say you do want to compete. How are you going to stand out? There's only one answer if you're doing this situation. That's PPC, which is pay-per-click advertising. People are shown your listing at the top of the search results when you use PPC, which is awesome. But every time someone clicks on your listing, you're going to get charged money. And if you're selling that $10 product and each click costs you $1, Within just a few clicks, your profit is completely gone. And after selling on Amazon, selling online for over 10 years, and teaching over 1,000 other Amazon FBA sellers, my advice is you should always sell a product between $15 and $85. That's what I've always done, and it's proven itself to be true time and time again. If you sell a product for less than $15, it's not gonna be profitable. There's too many fees, too many other things going on. However, if you sell a product over $85, it's not going to be an impulse purchase for customers. They're going to have to do a lot of research. And people go from looking at a product to checkout in less than 3 minutes, usually on Amazon. So you want your customers to be confident spending their money and going to checkout without any resistance. If a product is over $85, they're going to want to do more research. Another reason to only sell products between $15 and $85 is if you're just starting out, I want you to spend as little money as possible as you can to grow. Maybe you can launch more expensive products in the future, but at the beginning, you need to be aware of every penny you're spending, which we're gonna talk about later in this video, so keep paying attention. The next item you should never ever sell are products you see that are trends. And this is because usually they're a flash in the pan. There's something that's trendy one day and not the next day. So a lot of times they'll be over within a week of getting started. And you don't want to spend a bunch of money ordering some inventory and knowing it's going to take 2 months before it gets into the Amazon warehouse if that trend's going to die. And you might be thinking to yourself that if you could launch your own fidget spinner or your own trendy product, you're going to end up making a ton of money. But oftentimes by the time that you're up and running, you'll have 5,000 units of a product that you're not going to be able to sell, and you're going to start getting charged long-term storage fees from Amazon every month. Another product you need to avoid, like the plague, are seasonal products. Never sell Christmas decorations or Valentine's Day heart buttons or St. Patrick's Day hats because people are only buying that at a certain time of the year, which means you'll only make an income when it's that specific time of the year. You want a passive income that makes you year-round profits. Plus, seasonal products have another huge problem, and that's inventory. You have to guess every year how much inventory to purchase. And if you purchase too much inventory, you're trapped with those storage fees from Amazon, including long-term storage fees. Because if you have a product that's in the Amazon warehouse for more than 6 months, they start charging you extra fees. On the other hand, if you don't buy enough products, you're gonna lose money because you should have bought more. So it's a weird game that you're playing with seasonal products, and it's something that I recommend avoiding. Another thing that you need to avoid selling on Amazon are restricted products. And this sounds obvious. Of course, you don't wanna sell restricted products, but keep in mind, certain types of products, you need Amazon's approval in order to list. And a lot of times it's gonna take some money to jump through all the different hoops. So make sure you review which products are restricted, because for a new third-party seller like yourself, it's not going to be worth it. Here are a list of some of the prohibited products or restricted products. Things like fine out, alcohol, adult products, dangerous goods, lithium batteries, anything that has lithium batteries, tobacco, medication. Don't try and go down that path. I saw a lot of people with CBD trying to sell CBD stuff, but CBD was restricted and they ended up getting banned. They ended up getting in trouble. And in just a minute, I'm gonna show you how easy it is for you to find your own product that's gonna be making you passive income, and you're not gonna need to deal with any of these restricted products. And boom, already in this video, if you've paid attention of what not to sell, you've saved yourself probably thousands of dollars from making mistakes and doing things that most people do. A lot of people end up making these mistakes. Now I'm gonna show you exactly what you should be selling on Amazon, and I'm gonna break down step-by-step strategies on how you can actually find these particular products, because there is a process, there is a formula. And the first secret I'm gonna reveal might be obvious, but so many people don't do this before they start, and pretty soon they have to quit before they make their first dime. So this is gonna sound obvious, but you need to know your numbers. You need to know how much money you're gonna be making, how much money things are gonna cost you, as well as all the different Amazon fees, because Amazon has a lot of fees, and you need to set a budget before you start selling to make sure you can sustain your business with Amazon FBA. There's things like Amazon's pick and pack fee, the Amazon selling fee, Amazon storage fees, receiving fees, and all these little fees. Now, to be honest with you, they're not that much compared to how much money you can make on Amazon, but there are things that you want to keep on mind. And depending on the size and the weight of your product, these numbers might go up or down. And you as a new seller need to know what you're getting into when you're choosing your product. This includes what are all your landed costs gonna be. This is how much your product's gonna cost to manufacture and get shipped into the United States. And this might sound like a lot, but there are fee calculators that will help you with this. In fact, in my Amazon FBA program, the Passion Product Formula, we have an entire section dedicated to this, including some worksheets and other things that are gonna make it very easy for you to figure out how much your product's gonna actually cost you. Do you have enough money? And there is a link to my Amazon FBA program down below. If you are looking for some more one-on-one mentorship and some help in getting your Amazon business up and running, I highly recommend getting on the wait list for my Amazon FBA program. It's not open right now, but I do open it up every once in a while. And I generally recommend keeping a profit margin of at least 30%. Meaning if you're selling a product for $30, you wanna budget about $10 to be the cost of your product and another $10 to deal with Amazon fees. And then the last $10 is profit in your pocket. Obviously, if you can make this percentage higher, that's even better. This is gonna change what products you wanna sell. And again, you'll see how to find the perfect products later on in this video. So keep this in mind. The numbers are very important. The next question you need to ask when choosing a product is, does your product solve a problem? There's a great saying, and that's that dollars follow value. The more value you can bring for your customer, the more money you will make. So if you can find a product that can solve a customer's problem, you're in the money. And if it can solve the problem a lot of customers are facing, you'll get more and more customers, more 5-star reviews, and your sales will snowball. Now, one way to find the best product to sell is to find a product and think what you can do to improve it. One of my students, Brent, did this. He found a large blowtorch, a small blowtorch, but there was no medium-sized torch. And what was crazy about this is he did all of this while he had a full-time job as a first responder helicopter pilot, and he was raising a family with 2 beautiful kids. He didn't have a lot of free time, but still, he found this idea to create a mid-sized torch. And last year alone, he did over $1 million in sales. It's that simple. You find a product that is needed in the market, where there's a hole in the market. But the real key is you need to find a product that you like, that you're passionate about. And what I recommend doing is reading customer reviews on Amazon and see where there are struggles. So you look at other products that are already being sold and see what are people complaining about. Maybe people say the product isn't big enough, or it's too big, or they don't make a version in a certain color option. Sometimes people want colors that aren't being sold on Amazon. Whatever the case is, if you can solve that and clearly advertise that your product is the solution to people's problems, that's when you can really start skyrocketing your success with Amazon FBA. And the last step to finding what product you should sell and to make sure it shines on Amazon is making sure there is no dominating products from a specific brand. Let me explain what I mean here. If you're looking at, say, shoes, there are big brand players in the space. Nike, Adidas, Skechers, Crocs, all these different companies, they kind of dominate the market. You don't want to really create another shoe brand. Competition works both ways. You can't compete in the shoe realm against massive brands. So sell something that's unique and that you love, and you're free and clear to build your own massive brand that can develop a line of future products. And one of the keys to setting yourself up for success is you need to find a category in a niche. And one of my favorite things to say is that the riches are in the niches. So what you'll want to do is build your product where you can shine as the answer to every customer's problem. Now, let's dive into one of the most important things when you're selling a product on Amazon FBA, and that is keywords. This is extremely important. If you're an Amazon seller, you need to understand this concept of keywords. They can make or break your new product. The secret here is something people assume, but they don't truly understand. They don't truly realize how important this is. And that is, Amazon is a search engine. People go there to search for things, just like people go to Google to search for things. However, on Amazon, people go to search for something that they want to buy. And if you can figure out exactly what people are searching for in Amazon, you can sell them that exact product. And oftentimes you'll find that there are dozens of ways to describe a certain product, dozens of different things that people might type into the search bar, in order to find a specific product on Amazon. Let's say that we have an iPhone case, for example. You could describe an iPhone case in different ways. A slim iPhone case, a black iPhone case, bulletproof iPhone case, drop resistant, waterproof, designed for workmen, designed for small hands. There are a lot of different ways to describe particular products. And all these different things that we're talking about, these descriptions, they're called the search phrases, also known as the keywords. The keywords are the words people are using to search for a specific product. And when people are using those specific words, they want to buy that exact product. And your product needs to be the solution to whatever people are searching for. You want the title of your product to be packed with keywords that people are going to search for. And to show you what I mean, I'm going to reveal one of my passion products, which, as I mentioned, I only launched a couple of months ago, and it's already doing over $10,000 in sales per month. This product is called Carnivore Electrolytes. And as I mentioned, I launched this product only in 7 days. I did a complete video showing you how you can do the same. I'll link that down below in the description. And this product that I'm selling, it's electrolyte powder specifically targeted for people that are on the carnivore diet, which I was interested in this diet. And as I was doing some research, I realized that if you want to do the carnivore diet, they highly recommend that you take some electrolyte powder. And when I went to Amazon and I searched for carnivore electrolytes or carnivore diet electrolytes, there was no product that really matched that description. So what I ended up realizing is that there's probably a lot of other people that are also searching for this in Amazon. And I ended up using a tool called Helium 10. And this tool shows you exactly what people are searching for in Amazon. And I noticed that there was thousands of other people that were searching for this exact same thing as well. So I knew that this was a good idea. And by the way, I have the hookup with Helium 10. Highly recommend you use this tool. They have a 7-day money back guarantee. And I have a huge discount code. I'll link to that down below in the description. Honestly, even if you just sign up for this tool and you use it to do product research and within 7 days you cancel it, you might even find your product within 7 days. So I'll link that tool down below in the description. But using this tool, I found that there were a lot of different things that people were searching for, different keywords people were searching for in Amazon in order to find this specific product that we are creating. So I used all those different keywords and added them in the title. This allows Amazon to know exactly what your product is about, and it'll put your product at the top of the search results when people search for those specific things. That's why I named this product Carnivore Electrolytes, because I saw a lot of people were typing that exact same thing in Amazon. And then Amazon looks at all the different electrolyte products. And of course, they're going to put my product at the top of the search results because literally the first 2 words in my title are Carnivore Electrolytes. And this product was the answer to the problem of, is there electrolyte powders out there that are friendly for the carnivore diet? And using Helium 10, this was the title that we came up with, though I think we could probably even do a better title. We called it Carnivore Electrolytes Premium Hydration Powder for Carnivore Diet. Balanced electrolyte support, 0 carb, keto friendly, optimal energy and recovery, 90 servings. So you can see people were searching for things like 0 carb, keto friendly, hydration support, all these different things. So now when people search for hydration powder, we show up in the search results. And using the right keywords helps you to really rake in the sales. It's going to help you to make more money. So I really recommend finding a product that has more than just a couple keywords that describe it. That way you can pack your title with as many keywords as possible. Now, for the most part, that is the case. Most products are going to have a lot of different keywords that can describe the product. But there are certain products where there's only 1 or 2 words that describe the product. And that becomes more difficult because competition can come in, undercut your product, and wipe you out if you just show up under yellow umbrella, for example. And I'm going to share with you in just a minute the perfect tool that you could use to come up with the title for your passion product. But the thing to remember for now is if you can find a product that has a ton of keywords that you can use to describe it, that's going to be a winning product. And I'll also add, if you can find a product where a lot of people are already searching for the product, that's going to lead to a winning product. And ultimately, you can use this product to build your passive income business, which is what we talk about here on the channel all the time. Another important thing you must be aware of when you're doing product research is price disparity. Let me show you a quick example and I'll explain as we go. So if you go to Amazon and search for, say, floss picks, you can see the prices here. This one is $9. This one is $15.99. This one is $2, $4, $3. The cheapest here is $2. Then the most expensive so far is $16. That's a price disparity of $14. that difference in price is relatively tiny, and that's pretty bad. One idea is that you might want to find a product that has one version being sold for $5 and a different version being sold for $95. That's proving that you as a new seller won't have competition based on price. There won't be a battle to sell the cheapest version. There's plenty of room in there for you to make a profit, because if you look at floss picks, most customers are just going to buy the cheapest version of the product because they're all essentially the same. But if you can create a product where there's room for you and customers clearly aren't buying based on price, you're in with a great product opportunity. The next important thing to look at for what you should sell on Amazon is, would this product make a good gift? I know this seems like a random thing to talk about, but when it comes time to Christmas or holiday shopping, or even things like buying gifts for birthdays and other things like that, it's important to know that the product that you're selling could be a good gift. It's also important that you have a product that could get a spike in sales during the holidays. Now, not every product I sell has the ability to be a gift, but it's something I keep in the back of my mind is, would someone buy this product for someone else? For instance, carnivore electrolytes is a good example of a product. If you know that someone's on the carnivore diet, you might be like, oh, that's kind of cool. Let me buy this specific product for them. And keep in mind, there's a lot of different holidays: Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day. And if you can find a product that is a great gift, boom, just like that, you have a winning product. And that's going to skyrocket your sales when it comes to Q4 for the holiday season, because your product is going to really pick up some momentum. And a lot of people are going to start buying it. And keep in mind that during Q4, during October, November, December, that's when people are spending a lot of money. Most e-commerce sales happen during that time. I don't know how many people are going to be buying carnivore electrolytes during Valentine's Day, but it can help give you a boost around certain holidays, which will help you live that life of financial freedom. Now, the last essential thing seems obvious, but it's something I've seen a lot of new sellers miss, and it really cuts out any profitability. So please make note, if you want a passive income business with high profits, you need to find a product with high demand and low competition. So right now, I'm going to break down how you can find the perfect product and ensure it has high demand and low competition. And I'm going to be sharing the strategies that I use and that you should be using too while doing your product research. And all the steps of this process work together, so it's important to follow them in the certain order that I've laid out. And the first thing I recommend when doing product research is to sign up for Helium 10. It's going to save you a bunch of time. And one of the tools that you can use is called Black Box within Helium 10. Again, I'll put a link down below in the description to Helium 10. I have a huge discount code. It's the best deal you can find on Helium 10. I negotiated a deal with them, so there's a link to that down below in the description. So make sure when you sign up for Helium 10 that you use that link. And don't worry, if you don't want to spend money on Helium 10, they actually have a free option. When you click on the link down below, if you hover your screen on the mouse and then kind of pull your mouse off the screen, it'll pop up with an option to sign up for a free Helium 10 account. Now, keep in mind with Helium 10, a lot of the tools for the free version are kind of locked down and a little bit more limited, but you can still use the free version to do product research. So either way, sign up for Helium 10, either for the free account or upgrade to the paid account using my discount down below. But after you sign up for Helium 10, we're going to log in and we're going to navigate to the Black Box tool. This tool is going to save you a ton of time and so much money because it helps you to find products that people are searching for. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to try to find products that people are already buying on Amazon and see if there's room for an improvement, if we can somehow improve this product. And keep in mind, I already gave you a list of things that you shouldn't sell and things that you should sell on Amazon. So we're going to remember this as we're going through this list. And this tool allows you to put in exactly what you want to be searching for. So all that criteria I gave you earlier, we're going to use while we're using this tool. Now, inside Black Box, there are a lot of filters under products, competitors, and sales. You can see review count, categories and subcategories, monthly revenue, and I'll point out the most important ones out of all this because there's a lot of different things here. So one of the first things to remember is that we don't want to try to sell a product that's in a restricted category. And using this tool, you want to select a minimum of 3 categories that you're going to be searching through. And this is going to give you a wider range of products to choose from. And this can spark your imagination with what you can create as a new seller. So go to categories, and specifically one of my favorite categories to sell in is that grocery and gourmet foods. Because if you're selling a product that's consumable, meaning people are going to eat it or use it and need to order more, then you have a winning product because people are going to buy your product once, they're going to love it, and they're going to buy it again and again and again. And keep in mind, when I say a consumable product, that doesn't have to be chips or snacks or like real food. Carnivore electrolytes is a consumable product. And when a customer finishes using all the product that's in the tub, they're going to have to come back and buy another one. And another cool thing about this is if you sell a consumable product, you can use a feature called subscribe and save. This is where customers automatically sign up to receive your product every month, every 2 months, every 3 months, whatever frequency they want. What does that mean? That means that you have people that are going to be automatically buying your product over and over again. That's basically free money for you. And as I mentioned earlier, there is something that we want to keep in mind when trying to find our perfect product, and that is that the riches are in the niches. So we don't want to just sell in grocery and gourmet. And with carnivore electrolytes, it actually wasn't under grocery and gourmet. It was under health and household, and then it was under sports nutrition, endurance, and energy powders. And you can become the #1 seller in your niche category, rather than competing against all of the other products in that category. But right now, just to make this easy, I'm just gonna select the category arts, crafts, and sewing. The next thing that we'll do is hack the reviews. What I mean is we're gonna collect all the data we can from reviews about specific products to use to build our own premium product. In review count, let's type in 1 to 1,000 because we wanna make sure there is some feedback. We wanna make sure that at least one person has left a review, but at the same time, we're not looking to compete against products that have over 1,000 reviews. And under review rating, type 1 to 3.5. We wanna make sure that yes, people are buying it, which is great, but they're not entirely satisfied. So we're looking for products that people are buying, that are making sales, but people don't love, because then that means that there's a huge opening and opportunity for us as a new seller to find a product that has high demand, that has high sales, but that we can improve upon. And then we're gonna come over here to the sales and go to price. And this is where we don't wanna sell cheap products because of the competition. So the rule of thumb, as I mentioned earlier, is to type a minimum of $15 and to a maximum of $85. But that's just for this exact example. You need to keep in mind the advice that we talked about earlier, which is remember what your budget is. And if your budget is a little bit tighter, you may want to lower from $85 down to $50 or even $30 and adjust that accordingly. However, if you have a bigger budget, you can search for more expensive products. It comes down to what you can work with when you're starting and growing your brand new business. Now we're going to go to monthly revenue. This is obviously going to help us find products that have high demand. And so you're going to come over here, and my advice after doing this for 10 years is to start searching for a product that's making at least $5,000 per month. That means there's some demand for it because it's making a solid amount of money every month, and we'll say a max of $80,000. Again, this is just for the example. You don't need to go this high. This is just if it's in your budget. You need to always keep that in mind because you'll need to order a lot of product. If you're going to be selling $80,000 a month of whatever your product is, that's going to require a lot of upfront investment. So sometimes it's better to start a little bit lower. Plus, you need to calculate the shipping and storage fees I mentioned earlier, and you'll more than likely need to spend some money on Amazon PPC. So enough customers are buying your product to justify ordering 3 months worth of product, which if you start with a product making $80,000 a month, that's a minimum order of $240,000 worth of product, which means your cost is probably gonna be around $80,000 or so, which means that if you're buying a product for a third of what the sale price is, you're still having to spend over $80,000, which is a huge upfront investment. And I've never had a student that spent that much money upfront. So it's important to pay attention to all the details. Now, keep in mind that you can start small. Maybe you have a product that initially is only making you $5,000, but then the next month it's $10,000, $20,000, $40,000, and then eventually $80,000, which gives you a chance to make some money up front and then slowly start building up. Now I'm gonna give you a huge tip that so many new sellers and advanced sellers don't think about. And if you ignore this tip, it can cause a lot of issues. You do not wanna have low quality photos. People cannot hold your products. They are shopping with their eyes. When you're buying something online, you don't get to pick it up, physically hold it. So a really good sign is if you can find a product that's selling well on Amazon, but that listing has a bad main image, bad side images, or only has a few images of the product, that means that that seller's not that professional, they're not that serious. And if you make your own version of that product with better images, you're gonna have a lot more success than them, because again, people can't physically hold the product. The only way they know how premium, how good of a quality this product's gonna be is by looking at the images. So if you have better images than your competition, you're gonna be able to crush them. I go into way more detail about this in my Amazon FBA program, and I do recommend, if you are looking to get images made, you can check out a company called FBAcreatives.com. There's a link to them down below. I think they make the best images and listings on Amazon, in my opinion. And I use this exact tip when creating my listing for carnivore electrolytes. The packaging of the other competing products, even though it was premium, it wasn't speaking to the audience of people on the carnivore diet. So we created the perfect packaging for people that are on the carnivore diet. And more importantly, it grabs people's attention. When you look at all the search results in Amazon, you wanna make sure that your main image stands out, that it pops. All the other electrolyte powders look relatively the same, and then ours is there with black and red, and it really pops. But the goal here during this section of product research is to try to find sellers that don't really know what they're doing, but are still somehow having success. So I wanna add into the criteria sellers that have a max of 4 images. If they only have 4 images, the seller clearly has no idea what they're doing, and there's an opening for you to come in and be one step ahead of them immediately with your product. So this is a broad, more general overview of the Helium-10 black box filters that you can harness in order to find your first product to sell on Amazon. And another thing that I wanna share with you is how you can use the listing age to your advantage. This is gonna help you find products that are not as trendy. As we've discussed before, we want products that are long lasting, products that have staying power, and this can keep your passive income business going in the long term. We want to find a listing that has some historical data so that we can make the best educated decision. So we'll come over here and we'll put the listing age as a minimum of 8 months. And then we'll go over here and we'll hit search. And within just a couple seconds, Helium-10 is going to find a ton of products that fit the exact criteria that we put in. And as you can see, there are over 100 items that fit the exact specifications that we entered in here. So let's scroll through the products and find a good product that looks like it might be a winning, profitable product. Ideally something that we're a little bit interested in, but even if we don't have a passion for the product, we can still make money. So we're looking for something that has some poor ratings, some poor reviews. I'll click monthly sales just to confirm again that it's a product that, even though it'll have bad reviews, it does have sales. That means that it's gonna be a product that people want and that there is an existing customer base for it. And right here we have Mr. Tortilla Chips, low carb. Low carb tortilla chips are being searched for. So let's look at the Amazon listing. And right away you can see there's only one photo. It's a low quality photo as well. This is a bad Photoshop image. And let me give you a secret. There's free tools out there like Canva. You can also go to websites like Fiverr and Upwork to hire people, or you can use websites like FBA Creatives to create really professional imaging. There's no reason not to have a professional main image and a bunch of side images showing the benefit of your product. And seeing something like this makes me really sad because this person could probably be making way more money, but his or her loss is our gain, because I know that you're not gonna make this mistake. And if you have great photos, you're gonna get all the sales that this person should be getting. Let's also look at the title. Mr. Tortilla Chips, low carb, dairy-free, sugar-free, vegan, keto-friendly, snack crisps, 5 grams of protein per bag, high fiber, small batch, 3 net carbs per serving, churro flavor, 1 ounce bag, 12 pack. This seller has used those keywords and those search phrases to get customers, and it's worked for them. Helium-10 said they're getting over 1,000 sales every single month, despite their terrible listing. People are clearly searching for low carb, vegan, high fiber tortilla chips. And so what you can do now that we have this knowledge is you can come in and be the best product in that category. But let's also look at the reviews and see what the reviews say. And let's click on the 1-star reviews down here. This person said that they're too hard and even said that they're inedible, which is an easy fix. If you have the right manufacturer, you can have a conversation with your manufacturer, get samples, and fix the ingredients to make sure that the product is not too hard. This person says there's no spice or seasoning. This comes down to ingredients and flavoring. This is, again, a very easy fix that we can make. So there's clearly a lot of people that are buying this product, even though it's not that great of a product. It's too hard and it doesn't have really good flavoring. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna make a better product and sell that on Amazon and make a ton of money. But here's a different complaint. Someone's saying they're overpriced for what they are. And this is great news for you as a seller. You can find a manufacturer using websites like Alibaba or Thomasnet, or even just Google tortilla chip manufacturers in the USA. And you can partner with a factory to make this exact product. And if you find enough different manufacturers, you can negotiate a better price, which means that you can charge less money to your customer and still make more profit. The other reason why someone would say that this is overpriced is because the packaging isn't premium enough. If we make really premium packaging, people aren't gonna think that it's just a cheap brand. They're gonna think, wow, this is an amazing brand and that it's worth every single penny. Now let's go back to Helium 10 and let's sort these results by reviews, because products that have more reviews means that there's a bigger sample size of reviews that we can see for things that we can improve upon on the product. It also means that there's been more customers that have purchased that product. And I found this product right here, peanut butter coconut candy bars. They're making over $7,000 a month, which is great for a passive income business. But let's see their listing. Is there an opportunity here? Can we do something to improve this listing and make more money? And first off, the title has almost no keywords in it. It's the exact title of the product. All you would have to do is add in something like gluten-free or made in the USA in the title, which might lead to more sales because people are maybe searching for gluten-free peanut butter candy. And we can see that this product has 955 reviews. That's great. There's a customer base that's already there. But we want to see, what are people upset with that we can use to create a superior product and get these sales. Let's click on the 1-star here. And okay, scrolling through this, it's a lot of people saying the candy is broken. So you need better packaging to make sure that the candy isn't broken when it arrives. Another thing to keep in mind is if your product gets broken during shipping, you can get those reviews removed. So obviously this seller isn't that smart or that active on Amazon, because if he was a good Amazon seller, he would know that anytime you get a 1-star review because it was damaged during shipping, you can get that removed by Amazon. That's one of the many tips I talk about in my Amazon FBA program. There's a lot of things like that that people don't know, and that's why you want to learn how to sell on Amazon from an experienced Amazon seller. Another thing that people are saying is that it has a bad taste. And this is similar to the Mr. Tortilla chips. If it's got a bad taste, what you can do is you can workshop that and improve the taste. This person here just says that it's terrible, and that's not good. Sometimes people leave negative reviews and there's not really like a lot of good feedback there. So we're gonna ignore that one for a second. But we know now, after looking at all these sales, looking at all these reviews, that there are people out there that do want peanut butter coconut candy. There is a big audience for that. So I'm gonna take all this information and I'm gonna find a manufacturer that can solve all these problems. And just like that, we have a potential winning product because people want it, they're already buying it, and we can improve it and they'll buy our product instead. That's why doing the right product research is so important. You need to validate your idea and make sure there's an audience. If there's no audience, if there's no one searching or buying the product, then you might not have a winning business. However, if you're looking to go into more depth about how to find a product to sell on Amazon, I have my 5-day product research challenge. We're opening it up next week. But since you watched this video, I'm gonna let you sign up early for this product research challenge. We're gonna go live and show you exactly how to find a product within 5 days. I'm gonna show you all the tips, all the tricks, everything. Click down below right here or in the description to sign up for the Amazon FBA Product Research Challenge. And best of all, it's just $1. So click on the link down below to sign up for the Product Research Challenge, and I'll see you in that challenge.